me, Len, wolfkingtoys.com, Wolfking Toy and Customs. Um, you have seen me talk about Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions in the past and talk about the tiny heads and parts that we make for Mythic and Cosmic Legions. But today I am in my kitchen as a different environment and as a different place to talk about a different toy line. What toy line could I be talking about? And what toy line would I need this space for? Well, that toy line is Defenders of Eden, Armies of Ashmore. Let's take a look at, first off, one of the exclusives to the Kickstarter was Caspar, which is a albino version of the Infantry Warrior. I could tell you it has beautiful paint, really high quality paint. Like if you're used to Four Horsemen Studios type toys and the paint that they have, this is on par with that by far. I mean, you know, it's not even question that it's definitely very similar. They have unique packaging. He has package art of the actual figure, so it's not just a generic box for all of them. It has a purchase them all type of graphic. There's a professional name for that I don't recall. It has a bio of Caspar on the back. There are credits on the bottom, and let me read those credits. The creator, creative director, Matthew Rodriguez. Illustrations, CJ Edwards. Packaging, graphic design, illustration is Andrew Kramer. Production manager, Chris Garwich. D13 Toys. And sculpts by Four Horsemen Studios. Oh, that's why it looks familiar. These are really nice. This is beautiful. It has side blisters. The side blisters of Caspar, he has his tail. He has two sets of hands, like two grabbing hands, two fists, and he has two gripping hands on him. The other side has a piece of top armor that goes between his horns. It has his axe, the handle to his shield, and his shield. Very robust shields, very robust handles. It has that like peg on the shield, handle slips in type thing, but they're very robust. They're not going to break or anything. Okay, that's first look on Caspar. The next one that I got in my Kickstarter was General Saros. He is like your hero of the day type of figure. He's the leader of the Armies of Ashmore. And again, the general has his own specific box art, his own specific bio on the back, and the collect them all graphic is there, a little bit different coloration. It looks like the Kickstarter exclusives have more of a darker color, and these are a lighter color. Full credits on the bottom. They have a really cool see-through window on the top, and that's why you can kind of see him. Take that off. Can't see him as well. Leave it on. These will be really cool at a show. I plan on having these at the the Corinne Center in Easton on May the 3rd, which is a Saturday. I won't have these for sale, but I'm going to have them open and out because I want to help Matt out and bring them to the shows so people are aware of what a cool line it is. And these would display really well at a show because it would let light in through the top and you can see the figure like really well, or on like a store shelf. So that's really cool. This is the next one. I got Rydor, and Rydor is the infantry. He's the infantry warrior. He's the green guy. Again, full bio on the back, exclusive to the character art on the sides, which is a really nice touch. I really like to see that. I kind of wanted to see something here. Yeah, the sides are all, this side's all the same. Yeah, it's super cool. And again, he's the infantry, so it's very similar to the Caspar with the side blisters. Everything's really sturdy in there. The paintwork's exquisite. Like, I mean, it's really nice. The eyes are painted beautifully. The armor looks really nice. It's that top-notch, like, you know, very similar to Four Horsemen type paint. Like, this is definitely on par. I see no flaws looking at it like this. What I always like to see on paint jobs on figures is on anything really, paint on the walls or paint on art, or when I print t-shirts for my graphic business. I like to see a different in textures and in finishes, and this has a lot of different matte finish, high shine metallics. It just draws beautiful contrast when you do that. And like the blue on his pauldrons and chest armor is a nice super flat blue, and all of the metallics are bright and shiny. The green has a little in between of that shine for like the scales, and that's like super important. So it's really cool to see that kind of contrast in the design work on these. Exquisite. The joint system, the joints are all hidden. You just see a little crack of joint at the abdomen, a little bit at the elbows. The knees are covered really well. It's like a statue. It's beautiful. Really good job on that. And let's see, the last one that I had pre-ordered was Spectral Millwick. And again, this was the Kickstarter exclusive of Millwick. It's like a spectral version. So it was only being made for the original Kickstarter. And that's why I figured I better grab them. That would be a good thing. Has an exclusive bio. It just doesn't use Millwick's bio. Has an exclusive, really cool exclusive type picture on the side, so it's not just using Millwick's picture. And this one is a little different. I'm assuming this is going to be packaged the same as Millwick, where he has the side blisters with the neck, because it's supposed to be like a bronchiosaur, so the neck can either be low like for this look, or you can take it, pop the head off, put the neck extension on, and bring it up. And it has a longer tail, 2 sets of hands plus the hands on him, and it has Millwick's his little armor hat cap, and it has his staff that looks like it is in 3 parts, which makes sense because the staff's big. It's like this big. I've seen it before, like in the prototyping. I had helped Matt do the prototyping on these, the 3D printing, and a little bit of the like joint system design work for that. So I kind of had the privilege to be able to toy with these and see them on a production scale. So it's really cool for me to get these in hand. It's got the blast effect that ties into the staff really well. It's got a really cool way that it like hooks into it. The blast effect's huge. I can tell you now from looking at this, I do regret not getting the painted Millwick. I think I was just budgeting at the time, and I figured let me just get like what I won't be able to get later. So hopefully I can get the painted Millwick. I mean, I got to be honest, after popping these babies out of the box, I kind of want all the ones I missed. So I'm going to be looking for that. Pretty cool look over here, because if you line them up on the sides, like if you're going to store them in box or if you're going to just keep the boxes, you can have a full shelf of all the original artwork. And I don't know if that like matches together in some way, like if it's one big art, or it is. It's one big piece of artwork. I can tell that right now. I can't get it into the shot, but it looks like they would all stack out to be one piece of art. So that's really cool. So if you were going to put these on a shelf, maybe the shelf above or like that top of the shelf unit, you could, like this, like up here, you could put those across and the figures below, and you can have it's like, it looks like it goes out into a full scene, which is really cool. I also got the Brute Weapons Armory set, which I believe was painted by Eric Miller. The prototype painting was Eric Miller on this. And that's really cool, because this isn't just like it's not just like a cheapy set. It has really premium paint on it. And it has the Brute War Club, the Armored Shield, the Infantry Shield, and the Brute Battle Axe. And I know from, again, like with working with these, they fit the Legion Half Giant and ogre size hands really well. So if you're looking just for that, that's an option too. Like these figures scale well with that scale, and the accessories tend to work. I know they're a little smaller, the figures themselves, than the Legion's figures, and the shoulder pauldrons and will not fit. I don't recall trying to check the chest armor. I can check that for you guys and get back to you. But I know they're a little different. I'm actually running some prints as we speak, and I have some done to see how they match up on these final figure products, because the prototypes are always a little different than final production. So I really wanted to get that final production figure in to really toy with it. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to have some pictures and stuff once I get them dialed in. The scale's like a little different. There's certain ones that you can get like an ogre scale head from like a third party type printer and use, but in general it's a different scale. Like I found it to be a little bit smaller than what the ogre would be. So when these become like something that we produce like to support this line, they're going to be tagged as a Armies of Ashmore accessory. The last thing I got, which is super cool, was I ordered one of the they're calling, let's see, Matt called them the blank Royal Guard, and it comes in a really heavy mill poly bag with a hang tag, and it says create a Royal Guard, and they're basically unpainted, just injection molded in a gray color, and it's the full figure. It has all the accessories. It has the shoulder, the pauldrons. Everything's here. It's got the hands, and it's just not painted. And he sold these. These were really inexpensive to buy. Let's see, they were $35. That's a deal. And especially now I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, that's quite the steal for $35. I don't know, again, if these are going to be available anywhere else, or if you see Matt at a show or what, but I would definitely look at these. There's not going to be any like really interchangeability. Like you're not going to be able to pop these arms off and use them with Legions, but that's okay. I think on their own, they're really cool. You could create some really cool characters for yourself in the scale somewhere between a half giant, because you can kind of get a sense for the size here. You can really create, I think, something wild with between a half giant and a normal brute scale figure. It's, he's definitely taller than a brute scale and bulkier. He's just not quite as big as a half giant, and I think you can do some wild stuff. One of the things I had on my to-do list, and I already had one prototype, was a different neck. So you could actually take that neck off of these and switch it up for a more directly like vertical neck to use like ogre type heads or those things. So that's something we're working on to support the line and to fuel your imagination, if you will, with everything. So yeah, that's basically it. That's it for my shipment here. I am so glad that you guys decided to click play on this video and join me. Make sure that you like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit a goal of getting to, like 1,000 subs, which seems a million miles away, but I would love to do it because there's certain things that unlock with it. Again, the line is Defenders of Eden, Armies of Ashmore. You can find them at Armies of Ashmore, Defenders of Eden. It's on the box. Let me read the box. defendersofeden.com and Facebook Defenders of Eden. Check that out for updates on the toys and links and different information on where you can get these. I believe that there is at least one store or two online that are carrying these right now because they bought in early. At the time that Matt did the Kickstarter, we weren't selling action figures. It was like we weren't sure like if that was something we were going to do. So we kind of fell between the cracks on it. Like I said, I'm talking to Matt about doing it. I really want to carry these on the website because I want to support them with the parts and with everything else. So I would love to do that. We want to bring them to all the shows. I mean, look, I'm not even selling these, and I'm already planning to bring these to the Easton show on May 3rd because I just want people to see them. I know Jesse has them and he loves them. Like, he loves them. Maybe he'll bring some of his and we can play together, like smashing dinos. That's it, guys. I will probably do a separate video of my open and general feels on the line and playing with it, but definitely look for more from me about Armies of Ashmore. This is Len from Wolf King Toys, and I will see you guys later. Thanks. 1,000 subs, which seems a million miles away, but I would love to do it because there's certain things that unlock with it. Again, the line is Defenders of Eden, Armies of Ashmore. You can find them at Armies of Ashmore, Defenders of Eden. It's on the box. Let me read the box. DefendersofEden.com and Facebook, Defenders of Eden. Check that out for updates on the toys and links and different information on where you can get these. I believe that there is at least one store or two online that are carrying these right now because they bought in early. At the time that Matt did the Kickstarter, we weren't selling action figures. It was like we weren't sure like if that was something we were going to do. So we kind of fell between the cracks on it. Like I said,